Now that you've done some research, it's time for you to start incorporating your research into your supporting paragraphs that all will support your main idea, which is your thesis. So there's three main parts to quoting in your essays, and the first is to set up your quotation with two different pieces of information. And this allows for your argument to sound more credible, which is that idea of ethos, that we'll trust you more if we know who you're talking about. So in order to set up your quotation and lead into your quotation, an easy way to start is by saying according to. You can say other things. You could just go right into your quotation, but according to is a quick and easy way for your reader to understand that you're talking about a quotation or that you are referencing an outside source. So according to, and then what I mean by two pieces of information is that you need to show that you know more about your source so that we understand that your source is credible, and then we'll believe them. So here's a few different ways for you to show different information about your source. You can provide their name, John Doe. You could provide their occupation, their job, which for John Doe, he's a lead researcher in intestinal functioning. Or you can provide information about their organization. He's from Yale University. You can also provide the year, which was in 2017. All of these different pieces of information help tell your audience that he knows what he's talking about, and because he knows what he's talking about and you're using him, you know what you're talking about. Once you actually lead up to your quotation, you'll have a comma before you get into your quotation, and then you'll hug your quotation with these quotation marks. You'll hug the quote with quotes. Our quotation is 63% of Americans suffer from daily flatulence. Boy. So we hug our quotation with quotes. Here's our quotation. That was straight from the words of John Doe. Because they're straight from his words, we absolutely need quotation marks around it. Otherwise, it's called plagiarism, and that's really not good because some people go to jail for that. And then once you're all done with your quotation, you need to cite your source to show that you actually did get this from John Doe. In MLA format, which is a citation format, you put the speaker's last name, which is Doe in this case, in parentheses, and if his last name is missing, so if, for example, we only knew that he was a lead researcher in intestinal functioning from Yale University, then we would put the organization name in quotations after the quotation is said. So then, right here, it would say Yale University instead of saying his last name, Doe. Of course, at the very, very end, we put the period, because where else would a period go except for at the very end of the sentence? And this is how you add quotations into your essays to make your essays seem more credible using the persuasive strategy of ethos, and also furthering to strengthen your argument because you are using someone else's reasoning in order to make your reasoning and support sound more logical. If you have questions, let me know, and I'm hoping we'll be experts on this.